Alright, welcome back guys. About your first time here, I'm Vision Hero Boy and I bring you guys another video. Today bringing you guys my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 Episode 8, Padre. If not Fear the Walking Dead, something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon, then you see more Fear the Walking Dead content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. Now we are officially at the mid-season finale of Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 8, titled Padre. Now, this is mostly an Alicia-centric episode with a little Morgan and Strand here, but it mainly focused on Alicia, which I know a lot of Alicia fans will be happy about and are excited about. Now, this episode, we get both current scenes of Alicia, but also flashback scenes of what happened to her in the tower. Now, we pretty much, with the tower stuff, we pick up mainly right after she got locked in. She tries to escape, but ends up being brought forth to what I would call like the rotunda or meeting room of the bunker, where she meets up with the other cultists, who pretty much, of course, see her as like this psychotic god, like they saw Teddy. However, she doesn't want that persona and just kind of doesn't really want anything to do with them in general, honestly, and pretty much kind of stays to herself. She does try to find a way out and kind of explores the bunker a bit, and that's where she runs into Will. So we do have more Will here from from episode 1 that we get here. And we kind of see their friendship build, because we know they had like a relationship only for a few days, and it's revealed that Will, like we know, Will was with the governor of Texas, and he survived all that stuff, and he runs into Alicia and tells Alicia that, you know, the doors are sealed, but he'll help her find another way out of the bunker. So that's pretty much his promise to Alicia, to try to get her out of the bunker, to get to her people. So you got that storyline going. Now, meanwhile, you got the present storyline going, and you got the rock who exploded, and the place is too, filled with radiation. So Alicia and her crew, while Dwight, Sherry, and Morgan are forced to evacuate, and they end up rendezvousing in a nearby area. You got Alicia, who's saying that she's looking for this place called Padre. That's why she asked Dwight and Sherry to find him, because she believes Morgan can help her. And now she has this walker with her that is the governor, because we saw that the doomsday people that killed the governor and tied him to that tree that we saw similar back in the holding in last season. So they did that with the walker. Now Alicia's got this walker, and for some reason it's got this weird belief that it still has some memories in it that'll lead them to Padre, because the governor was trying to get to Padre, and she believes that the zombified person will help her find Padre. All kind of weird stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand what they were doing there. And I know they were playing off of that whole Will stuff with Will, because he talked about, do they remember things, and certain things with the cultists earlier on were similar to that. So I wonder if they're kind of playing off of that, and Alicia kind of somewhat converted and started believing in some of the things they believed in. Definitely being a cult, I could definitely see her trying to kind of form a bond, and maybe in a way start believing in things that she wouldn't normally believe in. But they end up deciding to split up, and you got Dwight and Sherry, who take the rest of the group in one direction, and you got Morgan and Alicia who travel on their own. Now, it's also mentioned that Mickey doesn't want anything to do with what's going on anymore, so I'm curious to see if that just meant at the moment, or if she was left the show altogether. And I really hope not. I'd like to see more from that character. Just curiosity. Again, I also don't like to see, plots and certain things left untold and whereabouts left unknown. So I really do hope we see her again. But you got the two of them who are on their own mission. You got Morgan, who's trying to extract information out of Alicia as what happened. And you get to see more of what happened in the bunker of Alicia. She's trying to, she's forming this bond with Will. The cultists find Will and try to kill him. However, Alicia says she's not doing anything like Teddy was doing, and that no one's, from what I guess their belief is, they return to the ground, and that's like being killed by a walker. So she says that's not how things work anymore with her in charge. And her and Will start excavating a tunnel. and they begin going through. However, Water trying to get through the tunnel, that's when the bombs go off and the two of them are separated. And amidst the chaos, you got Alicia who's bitten on the arm or wrist. I couldn't really tell where it was. I think it's the wrist or somewhere in that general area of the arm. And she is forced to amputate her arm in the process, and ask Will if she ever shows symptoms of turning, a fever, anything like that, that she hasn't promised to kill her. And you get to see her pretty much chop off her arm, which again, gruesome moment and very interesting to see there. But then, meanwhile, you got the present time. You got Morgan, Gray, and Alicia and that Walker wandering off and trying to figure out where to go. And you got Strand who intercepts them, and it's revealed that Strand's pretty much put a kill order out on Morgan. The deal that they originally had is broken, and pretty much Strand is, like I said, put a kill order out on Morgan. And you got Strand who confronts them. Alicia's pissed off at Strand, and they pretty much escape Strand and jump off a cliff into a river down below. Now, while they're trying to escape, again, you got Strand who shows back up, and, Strand's trying to talk to Alicia, try to get through to her, say, look, I'll bring you to my tower, we can work together, all that stuff. However, Alicia says no, and you got Strand who prepares to kill the Walker. However, Alicia says not to, and inadvertently tries to stop him, and at the moment it's believed that she's bit. Again, we realize later on that she had already been bit, and that was not her real arm. It was just the fake arm, or whatever you want to call it, prosthetic. And you got in the meantime, you got Strand and his group who retreat, and Morgan and Alicia continue on their journey. Now, on their journey, they continue. Meanwhile, back in the past, you see Alicia wake back up from, I guess, passing out after cutting her arm off. She's in the infirmary. We see her pretty much patched up, and you got Will who says, you passed out for a bit. You did run a fever, but it stopped, and, you're good. Everything's safe now. And I guess that's why Will was kicked out of the bunkers, because I guess he promised to, due to the fact that he didn't keep his promise to kill Alicia, she doesn't, that was the promise that he broke to her. So I really like that. It was a really good kind of connection there. The one thing we never got to see in this episode, which I wish we had seen, is how Alicia did escape the bunker, because they never really do show that, so I wish we had seen that. And I think that mainly is due to the fact that they probably only had time to film so much of the bunker. They probably only had, I guess, licensing or time to film in that general facility for so much time, so that's probably why we never saw it. But meanwhile, you got the two of them, Morgan and her, who continue on their journey, and they end up arriving at what Alicia believes is Padre, but it's only the tower only at a different area. And you got Morgan is saying, look, you need to go, you belong with Morgan. June can help you. She's a medic, she can help you with the Walker bite and everything. Because Alicia's believes that it's only a matter of time now for her, until she turns due to being bit. However, it's been like multiple weeks now since she got bit. And a lot of people, and I agree with a lot of what people are saying, like she was in like a sewer area, so that could have caused the fever. I do not believe Alicia's dying. I do not believe she's turning. It would be definitely a shocker if she died. I do not believe so. If it did, like, the writers are definitely 100% insane. Now, I know it was announced the other night that Madison is returning for Fear, and I really hope they go down that route of Alicia dies before she gets to reunite with Madison. That would suck. But I definitely could see him also using that as a way to continue this theme of this current show. But again, I really hope they don't kill off Alicia. But you got Alicia who finally confronts Strand, because in the flashback, you got Will who told her that Strand got in the way of stopping Teddy and them. So pretty much Alicia now realizes that he's the reason pretty much the world went to shit. So she kind of gets pissed off at Strand, and also she finds Will's zombified body outside the tower, at which point she breaks down even more. And I guess it's revealed more that she actually did have feelings for Will, and she asks Strand why she killed Will, and he says, because I knew it would hurt you and because you loved him. And at that point it ends with Alicia saying that, declaring war on Strand. Now, I'm going to be honest right now. I feel like when Alicia declared war on Strand, it was a little bit cringe. It kind of came off as a cringy moment. the way she said it came off as cringe. But at the same time, it's okay. I think they could have. I feel like it was part of writing and everything. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was Alicia Demnum Carey's acting moment right there. Just kind of came off as cringe, and that pretty much means that her, Morgan, and them are gonna fight off against Strand in the next half of the season, which is really exciting. We didn't get to see Padre in this episode, which kind of sucked. I hope we get to see that next half, especially because I feel like they're building up to it this episode, and especially since they had that episode title, that kind of did suck. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. Great to see Alicia back. I want to know though, did the people on the production here call up Jason Raffenberger and ask for the garb from the 100? Because Alicia's garb looks almost exactly like her garb from the 100 when she played Lexa. So it just kind of, I find that funny. I don't know if they did that purposefully or if that's just they paying homage to the character or something. Also, I want to mention from the 100, Will kind of reminded me of Bellamy in this episode. For all my 100 fans out there, for some reason he reminded me of Bellamy in this episode. I don't know. There's just something about him. But overall, I thought it was a solid to decent mid-season finale. If I had to give this episode a grade, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely a solid episode. Definitely a good mid-season finale. Just a few things here and there that I did not like. And I'm very curious to see what goes on with the war in the second half. And I'm very excited to see what they have in store with this Alicia arc, with her being bit. Which I don't believe she's dying. I do believe she cut her arm off in time. And I'm just super excited because we also got the news of Madison returning in the second half. So I'm excited to see her reunite with Madison. A lot of really great stuff in the mid-season finale. So I'm super hyped for it to return in April, which sucks that we have to wait 4 months for the show to return. 5 if you count the fact that it's still the beginning of December. So it kind of sucks that we got that long, but still very excited and really did enjoy this episode. So, like I said, 8 out of 10, solid at mid-season finale, but let me know your thoughts and opinions about the episode in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, that's my review of Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 8, Padre. As always, if you liked the video, don't forget to get a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon to not miss more Fear the Walking Dead content from me moving forward. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which are linked in the About section on my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Vision Hero Boy Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.